Have you ever bought honey at a grocery store? How do you choose which brand to buy? Do you look at bottle packaging, the price, or ingredients? Nowadays, people are required to eat more healthily, and it is important to choose things that are organic, natural, with no artificial ingredients. But how can we be sure what is advertised is what we get? So you have to be careful with what you choose. Even if something that looks and tastes like honey, it could not be real honey or even fake honey. According to the United States Food and Drug Administration, if honey has been ultra-filtered, it no longer contains pollen, which could not be classified as real honey. As consumers, it is important for us to identify what is good quality honey. One of the ways that honey is processed is called ultra-filtering. According to an article written by Andrew Snyder, this is a high-tech procedure that honey is first heated, sometimes watered down. To remove pollen, honey is forced in high pressure through extremely small filters. But actually, pollen is a way to identify the source of honey. So once removed, you cannot tell whether the honey is from the US, China, or somewhere else. If the honey is tainted, you cannot tell the source. For some dishonest companies, they could add corn syrup or other types of sweetener or artificial coloring to increase the quantity of the honey. The FDA has done little to prevent this type of honey showing up on our store shelves, so the responsibilities lies in the hands of our own. According to a research done by Bryant, a professor at Texas A&M University, who directed the research, which he tested that 76% to 77% of the sample brought at grocery stores and big box stores has the pollen removed. 100% of the honey sampled from drugstores like Walgreens, CVS Pharmacy, and fast food restaurants like KFC, McDonald's had no pollen. But Bryant found that samples from farmers market and natural stores had full anticipated amount of pollen. Then how can we be sure which honey is safe to eat? First of all, it is important for us to know the source of the honey. Honey from local farmers is safe. Usually, these farmers will not alter the honey. The honey would not likely be touched or heated. Another way to be sure the honey is high quality is to buy Manuka honey from New Zealand. In fact, the FDA even approved Manuka honey to be used for burns and wounds care. Second, it is also important to identify real honey from artificial ones. The absorption test, which is to pour a few drops of honey on paper. If the honey is absorbed by the paper, it is not pure. Also, you could pour a little bit of honey on a white cloth. Then after washing the cloth, if there is stain left, the honey is not pure. Another way is the dissolving test. You could pour a teaspoon of honey in a glass of water. If it sticks together and sinks to the bottom, it is pure honey. If the honey dissolves in water, it is impure. What is fake can never be real, and there are always many ways to tell. Honey is the same. It is important to be aware of what we eat, and what we buy is exactly what we think it to be. Food safety is not just a problem in a region or area. Sometimes it occurs just around us. In this case, it is our responsibility to learn ways to protect ourselves. Honey is a good example for this. For more information, please visit www.benefitsofhoney.com. And thank you for listening.